Today's guest is proof that art really can change lives, including her own. Jennifer Troice is here, and today we're diving into creativity, courage, and finding your own silver lining. Welcome, Jennifer. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
So before we get into the interview, we're going to talk about your book. I brought a book too today. This is D Magazine for Gibb Insurance Services. We got recognized as Best Insurance Agent. Hold on, I got to show you the picture. We actually do not buy this, although I bought the ad, let's be honest. But this is us. Shelby and I both got mentioned, and we are nominated by realtors, mortgage people, and other insurance agents. And so we're so grateful to be recognized.
Congratulations.
Why, thanks. Okay, move that off to the side. Let's talk about your gorgeous book. So this is my silver lining. I literally dream of publishing a book, honestly. And you've done it. It's gorgeous. Talk about the publishing process, if you would.
So, this was initially going to be a small catalog style book, but then I got a little carried away, and it was really hard to cut down on pages because I loved it all and I had put a lot of work and effort into it. But it tells a little bit about my journey through like getting into sculpting and art and all of this. The publishing process was, I looked into a lot of different publishers, but you have to, first of all, apply, get someone who wants to publish your book. And then the numbers are a big factor in it. With some publishing companies, you don't pay for the cost of the book, but you also don't get any of the sales. You get a very, very small percentage. And I didn't think that was what I was looking for. And I ended up doing it with Brown Books Publishing, which is a very nice, big publishing company, and it's local. So I really like working with people in person, and that helped me a lot with the design and the planning and everything. And they have like a full service. They help you with the design, they help you with the publishing, and they also have a warehouse where they keep all of your books until they're being sold, and they also do distributing. So if somebody buys it online, they send it directly to that person. So it's a drop ship.
Now, did you contact them before you had a lot of it done? Because I've heard if you come into the publisher, you're like, look, I have this book, that they're like, no, we want to help you with the whole process of it.
So I had it like written out. I had the text and I had the pictures chosen, but I didn't have the design per se because I knew that I would basically have to redo it because everyone has their own like formatting techniques and rules, and also, yeah.
Well, that's very exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So before we get into the why you make your art, I just want to talk about these beautiful bronze sculptures. And how do you make bronze? There's a video on your site, and it kind of looks like that it's petty.
Well, I make it with clay, with oil-based clay. So it's called plastiline.
Okay.
It's sculptor's clay. And what I love about it is, number one, it's not messy. Like, I've made sculptures on a plane. Like, I literally take it with me everywhere. I do it at my son's baseball tournaments when I'm waiting between games, or so I can do it anywhere. And also it's not super hard and it's not super soft. So it's just, I love the texture of it. But then after that, there's another 12 steps to get it into bronze. So that video that you saw on my webpage is also broken down in the book. And that way people can understand the whole process from start to finish on how they get a bronze piece. And it helps them also appreciate it more. Because something that I used to get a lot was, okay, but you have 10 of the same piece, so why does it cost XYZ if you just pour the bronze into the mold? Because you don't just pour the bronze into the mold. You have to make a negative, and then the wax. There's a wax step in between. The wax needs to be hollow, so it's a whole process to get it hollow, and then you have to touch up the seam lines of the mold on the wax, and then make another mold of that, put that in an oven. So there's like a lot of different steps before getting to pour the bronze. So every piece, even though some of them are made are multiple copies of the same piece, um, they're handmade one by one.
Yeah, they're not
So
just coming down and assembly line of little.
exactly.
Okay.
And also, like, these are the ones that I have unlimited amounts, but I also have lines that are numbered. So those are less people can have it. So they're more,
Right.
they're more exclusive. Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna get into the hands in a minute, but I wanna dip for a second because I want to talk about art. And I
Mhm.
found a study. It was by the University of Pennsylvania that cites that cities with a high concentration of arts have. I'm gonna read it because I want to get it right. Greater civic engagement, social cohesion, and lower poverty rates. However, when budgets are tight, art is cut.
Mhm.
So, and obviously, art is very necessary to you. But why do you think that happens, and why is art so important for people?
Well, I think art is a way, it's like a universal language. You can communicate with people without words. And I think that helps interact in different ways, and it helps people process different emotions and connect in different ways. So, something that I have been learning this past year that I am very excited about and I love is that most cities across the country have a law where any public construction or rebuilding or remodeling anything, they have to allocate a percentage to art.
Ooh.
So there's a lot of public art going on in the country. And I've been applying to a lot of these lately, and I'm blown away with the amount of participation there is and the amount of opportunities that artists around the country have in any medium, whether it's indoor hanging mobiles or um, like murals that are being painted or mosaics in airports. Have you seen the DFW mosaics lately? Like, they're super big circles on the floor inside the terminals,
Hmm.
and they're designed by different artists, and you can see on the wall that they give like a little bio of the artist. So people are actually looking at them when they're walking from one gate to the other, and they do read about the artist. They look at the wall, and it's nice. So
Do the artists have to donate to get in
no,
there? No, they're paid.
no, they're paid. They're paid. So I love it. I mean, it's hard to get a gig, but I started applying like 6 months ago, and I was a finalist on one in Washington, D.C. Recently. And I didn't get it, but I was one of the 3 finalists out of 180 applicants.
Oh, that's
And it
amazing.
was for an outdoor sculpture for the Harriet Tubman Elementary School in Washington, D.C. So it it doesn't even matter what city you're in and where the project is going to be. You have the opportunity to be a part of it.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about why you started making the hands. Um, and obviously, there are scientific links to how creativity helps with anxiety, stress, and healing. But I want to talk about, we're going in now.
Yeah.
I want to talk about how this helped you.
Yeah. So I've always liked art. I was very into music when I was little. I started playing the piano when I was 3 or 4. Um, then I went to a Peter and the Wolf play once where the orchestra was live, and I saw the harp in the orchestra, and I was like, "What is?" I love the sound of that instrument, and I always wanted to learn how to play it. And it didn't happen until a few years later when my mom found the conservatory. We were living in Mexico City, and she said, "Well, now I found someone that can give you harp lessons." I'm like, "Okay." I thought it was gonna be kinda like my piano lessons where I could just go take piano, go back home, but no, it was this whole music career, and I was there for 8 years, and I really liked it. But I was doing school at the same time, and I would take all the art classes and ceramics, and I really enjoyed it. But somehow when I was like my last 2 years of high school, I enrolled in the IB art course. And it was gonna be tested by judges that would fly into school, and, like, it was a big deal, and I had 0 creativity. I just didn't know what to make. I didn't know how to get inspired, and I was going to fail the course. I needed to have 12 pieces for my final exam, and I just had 2 replicas of Picasso. So I was failing. But then on my way to school, when I was 17, I was kidnapped, and that changed my course and everything. I was held for 12 days. I was blindfolded the whole time and was treated very bad. Um, and somehow when I got back, I had this urge to start creating things. And that's where my inspiration came. And I didn't even know that art therapy existed and that it was a thing. I just unconsciously started creating my story. So the first piece I made was my self-portrait, and I covered myself in plaster bandages and made a bust of myself. I put a wig on it, I blindfolded it, and I said, that's me. And I like even now, like I picture what it was like for my peers in the classroom to see me creating such dark pieces. And it was awkward at many points, but it was also my way of telling them this is what happened to me, and this is what I've been struggling with, and this is why maybe I changed a lot, and my personality is different, and I'm quieter or more sensitive, or and so it helped me tell my story without having to tell my story.
Interesting.
And I ended up making 23 pieces for my final exam, and it helped me get everything out of my system. It was super cathartic.
What did
And
your mom say when you made the bust and you're like, "Here, Mom, look at my art. You're gonna put it on the fridge, right?"
well, my mom, I mean, she's always stood out for being the person that cries about everything. Like, she's a very strong woman, but she's very sensitive as well. And anything like happy tears, everything makes her cry. So I think it was also a very tough process for her to see me tell my story this way. And she's also very private, and I'm not. And it was my way of telling my story. And I think she would probably keep it behind closed doors and tell it to people that she only trusted. So
That's not art. Art is putting it out there, right?
yeah. Yeah.
So those 12 days that you were blindfolded, could you hear? I mean, if you're like,
Yeah. I mean, it's a bandage. I was blindfolded with a bandage. So I would pick up a friend on my way to school every day because my mom didn't want me to go by myself. But we would always take the same place at the same time, and we were an easy target. So they took us both, and we were in the same room, but we weren't allowed to speak, and we weren't at arm's distance. But just knowing that we were together was very helpful. Um, I was terrified that he would leave before I did. But I mean, our parents managed with all the support they had at home um, to turn it into a package deal. So we ended up
so
leaving
it was
at
a
the same
ransom?
time. It was a ransom, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it was tough for sure, but it also gave me my silver lining.
Your silver lining.
Because I had never sculpted before, and now
And then you found your art.
yeah.
So, okay, I found an article from 2021, and it was, I guess, before you started talking about your kidnapping.
Hmm.
It only referenced a traumatic event.
And so does my book.
Oh, your book doesn't reference a kidnapping either?
No,
How come?
because my kids know how to read, and I
You haven't told him yet?
no. My oldest somehow found out.
Oh.
He says he didn't find out, that he was just asking questions out of curiosity, like if I knew about someone that had been kidnapped before. And I had to make a decision in that split moment of whether I could potentially be caught in a lie or have a difficult conversation. And I had a difficult conversation, and he was only 9. So it was definitely something way earlier than I imagined having this conversation. But it was good. And he's an old soul. He's a mature young boy, and he's 11 now, and he still hasn't told his brothers.
Oh.
He's been able to keep that hour thing. And so even though right now I've opened up more about my story, well, completely, my other two still don't know. But I'm more prepared and I have more tools to have those conversations with them when the time comes.
Interesting. Do you like telling your story?
So the thing is,
Your story. It's yours.
it's my story, yes. But I didn't want to tell it originally when I was talking about how I got into sculpting because I didn't want people to buy my art for the wrong reasons. Um, but then the war in the Middle East started, and I got an email mentioning a mission trip to Israel. And in that moment, it kind of made sense for the first time. Why me? Like, why did I have to go through what I went through? And it just made sense. And it was, well, because I'm okay. I found a way to heal. I'm fine. I'm a functional, normal, living human being with a family of my own, and I'm happy. And so I had to be there and tell them that they could do this too. And so I got on the plane and I went with this wonderful delegation of people who were on a mission to tell their perspective of what they envisioned, like what they witnessed in Israel when we were there, and to support the people who are suffering. And so I went there and I took some of these helping hands, which the story about these helping hands is that when my first anniversary back home was coming up, my mom wanted to thank everyone who had been there for us. And so she had a gathering at my house and wanted to get them a candle or something that she could give a nice metaphor to, like, thank you for being our light in the darkest moments. And I was already starting to do art. So I said, wait, let me try and make something myself. And so I made these helping hands to thank them for their helping hand. And so they each took one of these hands with a poem that my sister wrote the day I was kidnapped.
Oh my gosh.
And it's actually in here.
Is it?
Want me to read it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I was debating in my head.
So my book is in English and Spanish.
Okay.
And the original version, I think, was in Spanish. But so life is fragile. We're all little leaves on different trees. Some of us are born, grow, mature, die without the slightest hint of even the lightest breeze that may challenge them. And they thank God for having guided them so peacefully until the end. There are others, however, who face hardship. They're battered by storms, they are drowned by waters, the burning sun nearly devours them. But those who overcome these challenges are the most grateful of little leaves. For it is only through challenges, only through misfortunes, that we can demonstrate, we can discover who we are and what we are capable of. And we can appreciate life, appreciate tranquility. No one knows which trees will be hit, and the little leaves are scared. They try to avoid storms, to fend off bad luck. Evidently, our tree must be growing in Siberia. But here we are. We're alive. We resist. We overcome storms. Life is fragile, but the soul is strong, and they will never defeat us.
Oh, that's lovely.
And so they each took one of the little hands with her poem in a scroll. And then they saw what I had put together that year. And when they left, we broke and burnt everything I had made to like close that circle. And I started making nicer things.
So the bust that you made of yourself with the blindfold
Doesn't
smashed.
exist. Yeah. And
Did
so
that feel liberating or also like,
what was I going to do with it? Where was I going to put it?
well, I don't know, but it's part of your story, right?
Yeah, but it was very ugly.
Oh.
I mean, all of it was ugly. What are you going to do with a like such a dark piece, you know? So it was a very good feeling to just leave that as a past chapter. Um, so these hands, I took some of them with me to Israel, and I gave them to people I met along the way. And seeing how much the story behind the hand meant to them and how much it gave them hope inspired me to start Hope Foundry, which is a movement where you can give a helping hand to someone that needs a helping hand, whether you know them or not. And they're being hand delivered in a little box that has a letter written by the donor inside. So you write a handwritten letter to someone and we deliver it. So it's not only the physical gift of a helping hand that is symbolic in every way as well, but also knowing that someone who doesn't know you cares about you and that you're not alone makes a very big difference. And the proceeds from those sales go towards mental health. So with Israel, I'm affiliated in mental health for the hostages and their families who, oh my gosh, yesterday was one of the happiest days for the Jewish community, because all of the living hostages are back home. But I'm also affiliated with 3 local organizations as well. One is for multiple sclerosis. The other one is the National Breast Cancer Foundation. And the third one is the Dallas Children's Advocacy Center. So they all have some point of intersection with me or my story. The Yellow Rose Gala Foundation raises money for multiple sclerosis research. I was diagnosed with MS 4 years ago. And so I'm very involved with this foundation and they do a wonderful job. And I have seen firsthand the advancement in scientific research and medicine with my own treatments in just 4 years. So that is also a very dear like movement for me. And also the DCAC, well, it's very tied to my story, right? Like advocating for children who have been abused and mistreated and have to go through this whole legal process. Having that team behind them is something they're so fortunate to have this foundation. And the National Breast Cancer Foundation, I've always given back to cancer. Uh, thank God I haven't been a cancer patient, but I have a lot of loved ones who have. And also the person who had that leap of faith in me when I was just starting with my art career and gave me the opportunity to make my first large scale piece. It was installed in a very big hospital in Mexico and in the cancer ward.
That's lovely.
So that's my first big project.
So I want to dip into how you made your story part of your story and into your silver lining. And your story is not an easy one, and I think there's some things that resonate with me. So my sister passed away 10 years ago, and it's been 10 years now, but there will be times when people will say, you're at a party, you're at a function.
Yeah.
What's your family? Do you have any siblings? And in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm about to drop a conversation bomb in the middle of this. If I say, oh, yeah, no, my sister died, because I see their face
Yeah.
and I see what happens. And they're like, oh, and then the conversation derails and it's sad. I have to imagine when you're like, oh, I was kidnapped at 17, but I'm fine now. Like that is
Yeah.
really challenging.
Yes and no. I mean, yes, it is a bomb. People do not expect that answer. They're like, wait, I was having some small talk here. Yeah, they're like, I'm not ready for this, But at the same time, I think it gives everyone the opportunity to see that there are different ways to go about traumatic events. Everyone in one place or another, whether it's with a difficult diagnosis or whether it's because of a personal situation that they lived, they've all gone through tough times. And some people don't know how to handle it and don't know how to digest it. And they stay in a dark place for a very long time. And I think that if I can be living proof that you have the power to get through it, I mean, even though maybe some of those first minutes of the conversation are awkward or uncomfortable, it can also be inspiring and it can also help change someone's path.
Well, you lived through most kids' nightmare.
Yeah.
Right? Of being taken, of being abducted. and you lived and you're fine. But I have to think, do you get many questions that you're like, wow,
Yes.
boundaries?
Yeah. Some people have no boundaries, and some people really do not know where to stop with their questions and how to be respectful of someone's past. But at the same time, I'm giving them a, a responsibility that maybe they don't want to have the moment that I start talking about my story. So it's not their responsibility to take care of my feelings if I'm the one that's mentioning it. But I have had to learn how to derail from certain questions because it's painful sometimes. Yes, I have overcome it. And yes, it's something that is well digested and worked on. But there are some questions that I'm like, wow, you really have the guts to ask, you know? And it's hard. But it can be as simple as, I'd rather not talk about those details of it. And you just change the subject. But for example, when I was still 17 and I was already back, I not only started showing the pieces I was creating, but I was invited to have these little conferences in middle school with the students at my school, about what it was like to be on the inside. Because sadly, it was very common in that period, to be kidnapped. And I mean, not as common as a lot of kids in my school had been kidnapped, but everyone knew someone who had been kidnapped. And you get questions, like you get conferences about how to take care of yourself to not be kidnapped. Like, for example, not going the same way at the same time, and not like different ways that you can take care of yourself. But nobody really tells you what it's like on the inside. And I prepared for this, and I was ready to tell the kids that were younger than me what it was like and how my family was negotiating with a whole team helping them.
Mm-hmm.
But also, instead of opening up to questions at the end, I handed out little papers. And so I had the questions here, and if I didn't want to answer it, I would just flip to the next one. So I've just used different techniques to not be in those uncomfortable situations. And also, it's been 20, 21 years.
Right.
So that also helps.
You mentioned not nice things happening during the kidnapping, which at the time I heard it and I was like, oh no, we don't want to go there. Have you talked about that? Have you written about the whole thing? Is it in your book, or are you still
No,
protecting your kids?
no. I mean, this book was published before it was a conversation. So it's very much getting through a traumatic experience.
Are you still in contact with your friend that was with you?
No, I think his way of healing was more like leaving it in the past. And for me, it's always been present, and it's always been something that I talk to the people that I'm with. Like I didn't talk about it publicly, but with the people I was with, it was never a secret. It was never something I didn't talk about because it's always been there.
Right. With all your stuff that when you were in the organizations that you're helping with, does it feel like you're kind of like you peel the scab off and poke at the wound to help, or is it part of your healing process?
No, it doesn't hurt me
Mm.
at all. I think the more you talk about it, the more you heal. And even 20 years later, it still feels that way.
This was actually a question from Shelby in my office. She was like, wow, how has it changed how you raise your kids? Because you don't want to raise them with a sense of fear.
Yeah.
And obviously you didn't give them all the information. They don't have it all. It's all, what
Yeah.
they can digest. But
I can see in one of my children something that it reminds me of. I studied psychology. I didn't study art. Um,
interesting.
and so we were doing experiments with rats in the lab, and there was one of the experiments was how they would receive a little shock whenever they stepped on grass, and so eventually they stopped stepping on grass, and they had babies, and those babies would never step on grass, even though they had never gone through this experience. And I do feel that fear was genetically passed on to one of my kids because he is scared about a lot of things, even though he doesn't know a lot of, like, I don't know. But the way we raise them, I'm very conscious about not spreading fear and not making them, like, maybe to a point where any other parent would give them certain information to help them have tools, but like, I remember my mom telling me, "Well, if anyone tries to come near you, you yell as loud as you can." I've never told my kids that because I don't want them to think that anyone is gonna come near, like, I don't want them to be scared of people. But so I don't know if I'm balancing it the right way or not, but um I do try my best to not have fearful kids. However, I did keep on living in Mexico, and I did get married there, and I had my kids there. I moved to Dallas 6 years ago, and I did also start feeling PTSD once I became a mother.
I bet.
I would feel like people were following me, and so I eventually had someone with me all the time. Like, I had a driver that was kind of like a bodyguard, and that was the only way I could control my fear. Um, and once we moved to Dallas, it was like I didn't even know how scared I was until I moved here and let go of all that weight. Like, being able to go to a public park without a man next to me with my 3 kids and not having them tied to me, like, it was so revealing. Um, so right now I'm, like, very laid back, and I feel very safe, and I would never go back. I go back to Mexico to visit, and I love it. I wouldn't live there anymore.
Yeah.
It's too high of a price.
So you have obviously turned your personal story into an artistic and professional brand, and it's very authentic and it's beautiful and lovely. What advice would you give people who are hesitant to share their stories publicly?
First of all, you can't do anything you're not comfortable with. So, if it's because they're uncomfortable doing so, then they shouldn't. But if they think that they want to tell their story and that they can make a difference by telling it, every story can make a difference. So I would encourage them to tell their story because you never know who is listening and who you may be helping without even knowing. Um, it can always bring more light into the world to help someone else with your past.
Mm, I love that. So I love this the Simon Sinek quote about, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Do you know Nick Nikosha? He is another artist in town.
I don't.
I'm going to connect you, but I love him. We used to have debates about art, and I was like, listen, a piece of tape on the wall in the
Mhm.
museum is not art. And he's like, Susanna, if there's a story behind why the piece of tape is on the wall, it becomes art. So, but he also has done some sculpture. So I'm excited to connect you. But for other entrepreneurs, do you have any, one way that they can tap into their own stories to make their brand more successful?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's very, I mean, it hasn't been an easy journey for sure. And especially with all the politics around this particular war, it's been tough. And it hasn't been easy.
Right. Do you feel like you keep trying? Like you try the story this way, you're like, okay, that resonated. You try the story again, that resonated. You try the story again, and where you kind of hone it. I went to a your brand is your story and
Yeah.
workshop. And when you go and search it online, there's not like a formula that says, this is how you tell your story and you make your story your brand. But everything is like, all the messaging is make it personal. It's not
Yeah.
about this hand, it's about you and your why.
Yes.
But getting to that
So
piece.
getting to that, okay, so I've also been part of these workshops where they tell you how to how to have like your elevator pitch, right?
Okay.
You have to be able to tell it in 30 seconds. And when you do these practice exercises where you're trying to give a 2-minute summary of who you are and why,
Which is absurd to think about.
it's so hard.
Sum up your whole life in 2 minutes.
It's
Do it.
so
30
hard.
seconds.
But also something that has been challenging for me is not only summarizing it, but once I say I was kidnapped, they forget everything else.
Yeah.
So it's a very distracting point in the why. So how do you tell your story, wanting them to keep other key factors and understand it, but also that's the key component. So it's tricky, but practicing with different people and saying, okay, can you listen to my elevator pitch? And then say, now repeat what I said to you.
Oh,
Then you say, okay, so with this person, this is what stuck. With this person, this is what stuck. What did I do differently? Or how can I merge those to get the result that I'm looking for? What is it I want people to understand of my brand?
how many times do you think you practiced your elevator pitch?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Um, Probably because like in my different art shows that I have, I mean, I've been telling my story for 1 year. I launched Hope Foundry in like on my 20th anniversary, which was May of 2024. Um, so I've been telling my story for a year, and I still, when I've done these exercises, the last time I did it was 2 months ago, I failed. People do not remember what I want them to remember. They only remember that I do sculptures and I was kidnapped, and then they freeze. So it's still a work in progress.
Interesting. So, and you do speaking engagements now, which I have to imagine is both healing and vulnerable. What does your pre-talk preparation look like? Do you have rituals? Do you have mindset practices that help get you grounded?
I'm a very type B person, so I am very bad at planning ahead, and I'm very bad at being organized, something I'm working on. But other than having note cards to keep me on track,
Okay.
I don't really plan ahead or do anything to be grounded. Um, what I really and that kind of also gave me the groundwork for how I start my speaking engagements, because when I launched Hope Foundry on May 29th, 2024, I was so behind setting everything up. Like, I literally picked up the little boxes that I had printed that day because I did everything last minute because this date was very special for me and I needed to get it done by that date. And I didn't have time to even plan what I was going to say to my guests. And so I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Everyone is starting to get here. I'm still setting up. And so I finally finished setting up. I was greeting my guests. And then I was like, I'll be right back. And I went to the bathroom. I took a few deep breaths and I said, what am I going to say? And so I came up with the idea of asking them to close their eyes and take a few deep breaths as well. And that way they had my undivided attention because they're not even looking at other people. They're in their moment, and listening to me. When you take out one of your senses, the other ones get like they're sharper. So they were listening to me tell my why and why May 29th. And it was a short, nice little exercise. And then I said, well, now you can open your eyes. And I kept on telling why Hope Foundry. So I was able to really connect with my audience, and I like that way of engaging. And so now the speaking engagements that I do are similar in the way that I do ask them to close their eyes, um, and even put a blindfold on sometimes.
Mm.
And so it's very powerful because they are able to empathize more and to connect with what I am describing. And once they're like at a very sensitive point, then they open their eyes and we continue the conversation. And having this opportunity to put themselves in someone else's shoes really helps broaden their perspective of different realities, whether it's theirs or someone that they know. And one of my events where I was asked to go speak, at the end, one person came up to me and she said, you have no idea how much you just changed my life. I was held against my will for several months by my ex-husband.
Oh, no.
And she has this whole story of her own, and she didn't know how to talk about it. And now, like, the fact that listening to me empowered her to do that, then my mission is being accomplished. So it's I don't know. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing, and I don't really prepare that much before it all, but I do also cater to whoever I am presenting it to, right? And what the motive of that event is for. So,
Do you ever feel like you have to kind of protect your energy at those events, or are people pretty open and positive? Like, I have to think it brings up really interesting emotions for people when they're
yes,
experiencing that.
yes, but I haven't had a bad experience. I haven't. I mean, I think that what I learned throughout the years with how to protect myself from certain people who don't know boundaries has given me the tools that I need to mark them even before they happen.
Can you describe one of those tools?
Like I said a few minutes ago. I mean, no, I won't go into those details, but so there I'm already setting a boundary. Like, don't even ask me those details because I'm not going to get into it. You know, or
But you have a look over here moment too. I'm not going to get into that, but we can talk about these
yeah,
things. And so people just get diverted.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And you prep them ahead of time. Or
Well,
you practice them.
I've
Yep.
learned them through the years because since it is something that I've always talked about, it's not something new that now because I'm going public, I need to learn all of these tools. I've been learning them throughout life because I've always spoken about my story.
Interesting. Do you feel like, because your whole vibe is like super positive, like you are. Do you think gratitude has played a role in your positivity? Is that something that you practice on a, I'm doing pretty much half-ass with my gratitude journal,
Yeah.
but it's sitting right there. And when I do it, I feel really great about it when I'm doing it. But
Yeah.
how do you stay positive?
I'm kind of divided because I myself, I don't consider myself a very expressive person, but a lot of people around me say, "What do you mean? Of course you are." Like that doesn't describe you accurately. But I don't consider myself someone who expresses gratitude in the typical way, like in the way that you're mentioning with a gratitude journal or things like that, because it makes me feel uncomfortable sometimes, like being that vulnerable with words. Like I'm more of a non-vocal kind of gratitude gal. I don't know. um, but I do believe in it a lot. And I'm grateful for everything I have. But I I think that my way of portraying that gratitude is I'm happy with what I have. I don't need more. I don't need um I'm very simple. I'm not materialistic. I'm not so whenever it's like, well, would you rather do this or that? I don't care. Like I'm happy either way. Like even like planning trips. My husband asks me, would you rather everywhere you take me, I will be happy. Like I don't and even if that is a staycation here, I'm happy too. Like and that it just makes life easy. I am grateful for everything.
So I think I told you earlier that we're in a networking group called BNI, and one of the big things in BNI is givers gain, and you've built an entire foundation around giving hope. What else have you learned about generosity and healing through that process?
I mean, everything comes full circle. And the amount of connections that everyone has without even noticing is beyond. Like there were these coincidences that may not be coincidences, throughout this year of people who I don't know, just one example that comes to mind right now because it's very fresh is a lady that I met, um, heard my story. She lives in Israel, was here visiting family, She said, well, how can I help? And I said, well, if you want to take some of the hands that have already been donated and give them to people that you know need a helping hand, that would be very helpful. Of course, she took like 20 boxes with her. It was a lot. And she was so intentional on who she wanted to give these hands to. She didn't just give them out, like everyone needs a helping hand right now in that area, but she wanted them to be specifically special. And one day she went to Hostage Square, which is a place where people, it's now called Freedom Square or Freed Square. And she went there to find someone who may need a helping hand. And so she found a man that was in a wheelchair, and she was giving him the box. And it turns out that this person's cousin is a friend of mine here in Dallas. She was traveling there and happened to be there at that moment to witness this. And so she called me on FaceTime, and I was able to see how my hand was being delivered to her cousin who had a child that was being held hostage. And yesterday I was able to see them hug.
Oh,
And last week he came to my house to meet me in person. And so these different things, that everything is connected, and it's like a little link. It's a chain, and it spreads. But I completely diverted from your question. What was your question?
no, it was beautiful. It was lovely. You did answer the question, because it was about what have you learned through generosity and hope, and that we're all linked.
We're all linked.
Yeah.
We're all linked. You give hope to one person, that person gives it to the next person gives it to the next. And it's, if my story in any way helped him feel better, and then he, like in that moment, he didn't know my story. He heard my story last week at my house. And now he has his son who has been held hostage for 2 years with him.
Wow.
So maybe sometime in a few years, his son is going to want to have a conversation with me and see what I did with XYZ. So I don't know. It's just a chain of kindness that
I
keeps
love
building.
I love that. Thank you. Thank you for being here and sharing, not sharing the hard parts, but the hope and the creativity. And this is not just about decoration. It's connection. It's healing. And
Mhm.
how we tell our stories and help others find their own. So if people want to find out more about you or about your book, how do they find you?
So my webpage, maybe we can, I don't know if you could post it.
Yeah, no,
But
absolutely.
it's hope-foundry.com.
Okay.
And on Instagram, hope_foundry, or just Jennifer Troice.
And to everyone listening, keep creating, keep showing up, and remember that giving back doesn't just change others, it changes you and links everybody together. So thank you so much for being with us today and joining us on the Susana Gibb Show. Oh, this was so fun. Thank you to Juan and Megan. You got to come around and say hi. Megan's like, no, you missed this part where Juan comes around and says hello. Yeah, like that. Hey, so thank you to Icarus Studios for letting us use their space, to Guy Reese for his editing and producing, and to Katie Towden for introducing me to you, or you to me, whatever pronouns, and Shelby for her constant support. Again, thank you so much.
Thank you.